So, good evening, everyone. Welcome to the YouTube channel. So, today we will be discussing about the famous case study of Prozac, a pharmaceutical blockbuster's rise and fall. So, how the India's or the world's most successful antidepressant lost everything when its patent expired. So, of course, we'll be studying. So, this video is only for information and education purpose. What is this case about? So, as we know, that Prozac, which is nothing but it is an antidepressant drug, which was manufactured by a giant Eli Lilly, launched in the year 1988. It quickly became the cultural phenomena or a medical breakthrough. So, a medical breakthrough, which is meaning the Prozac was nothing but a blockbuster drug. Blockbuster drug earns a lot of revenue, has a good market share in the industry, right? But by the late 1990s, Prozac has achieved remarkable dominance. So it was having, you can say, great revenues. It was having a good market share, and the Prozac was a very, very valuable asset to the company. So we can say it was a valuable asset to the pharmaceutical company, that is Eli Lilly, right? So, what was the challenge here? The problem was that the patent expiration. So, of course, all as we know that for any drug, the patent expiry validity is up to 20 years. After 20 years, what will happen? Generic entry, or you can say generic entry of medicines, or you can say the competitor is entering the market, correct? So, now patent protection was very important, right? So, a patent legally protects a drug or a formula, preventing the other competitors from copying it, right? But after the 20 years have finished, after that, what can happen? The generic competitors will enter into the market and they can produce the generic versions of the drug, which would be less costlier as compared to that of the drug which was patented, right? So, what happened is expiration in 2001. So, patent expiration was in 2001. So, Prozac patent was set to expire in 2001, opening the door for generic manufacturers to enter the market with identical formulations. Of course, the drug or the generic chemical composition would be the same, right? So, there was the threat for generic competitors to enter the market where after the expiry, what can the generic competitors do? They will produce, manufacture, sell the same drug under the same chemical name. So, Prozac, which is nothing but an antidepressant drug, contained fluoxetine as an important constituent, which was responsible for showing its antidepressant action, right? So now the generic invasion, or you can say the generic competitor entered. So here we can see the bar lab strikes. So, what was the bar strategy? We would really like to understand. Bar Labs challenged Eli Lilly's patent validity in the court. Okay. After prolonged battle, what happened? Bar successfully won the right to launch fluoxetine 20 milligram in August 2001. So, as we know, patent expired in 2001, right? The entry of Bar Labs striked. And what happened is the generic version of fluoxetine 20 milligram. Okay. The generic version of fluoxetine with a strength of 20 milligram entered into the market after the patent expired, right? What was the devastating impact? Within 2 months, Bar captured 65% of Prozac market share. Prozac lost 46% of sales in first month alone. So by 6 months, Prozac had lost 82% of their prescriptions. So we'll be just seeing the entrance here. So nextly also the Dr. Reddy, DRL, the Dr. Reddy also entered into the competition. As we know that Dr. Reddy is India's generic giant. Of course, it's a major Indian pharmaceutical company. It launched fluoxetine 40 milligram. So Bar launched 20 milligram fluoxetine strength, right? Similarly, DRL, that is Dr. Reddy's laboratory, has launched 40 milligram of the fluoxetine, right? So here you can see the comparison between the first year revenue, what the Dr. Reddy's earned from it, and Bar's revenue from the generic version of the fluoxetine 20 milligram and 40 milligram. The final outcome was a blockbuster drug collapsed in the market after the entry of the generic competitors. Sales dropped. There was revenue dependency from other, you can say, molecules from the same company, right? So, as we know, Prozac, one of the pharmaceutical blockbuster generating billions, collapsed rapidly after the patent expiration. Generic manufacturers captured virtually the entire market. Okay. So, the key lessons which we can learn from the Prozac case study: patent expiry is inevitable. Okay. So, no matter how successful a drug becomes in the market, its patent has to be ended after the years 20 years, correct? And any company should be ready for the patent expiration. Nextly, minor modification won't save any company. So of course, when a molecule is having a patent and the patent is going to get expired, there can be various methods, like a new indications, a new dosage form. Okay, because of this, the patent can be protected or extended, which is also known as evergreening of the patent in the pharmaceutical market, right? But very, very minor modifications won't save the patent loss, right? So that would at the end cost, like the entry of the competitors will happen, where the low cost generics would be available for the patients, right? So for any modifications which we are doing, there should be one major important thing is nothing but the innovation. What innovation, what something new which you are bringing to the molecule can help your patent and help in protection of the patent as well. So here, what is also next step is nothing but diversification is of course required. Any company cannot rely on only one molecule, right, to gain the, you can say, to gain the revenues, to gain the market share. Of course, there should be diversification. There should be a lot of products. You can say from, if for example, if the patent also is getting expired, they should have some very much good products in their portfolio so that everything is balanced, right? So this is only the key lessons which we have learned from the Prozac case study. So kindly comment and please share. And remember, this video is only for education purpose. Thank you so much.